could use a pinch of salt to sweeten a food. Gather the whole salt, put it inside the food. That sweet food no go be sweet again.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So when a chemical is used for a certain purpose,
Okay.
do you understand? At a particular moderation, you wouldn't consider it to be bad.
Bad. Okay.
That perfume where you go spray, pam pam, and you come out, somebody will look you, admire you, mistakenly break up for your body. You will not become admirable at all.
Are you serious?
Yes, it will become so harsh. You become very irritable. Yes, it will become so harsh. No matter how beautiful the fragrance is, you will not be admired.
All right. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Talk and Tango podcast, where conversation sways to the rhythm of ideas. My name is Chinwe, and my co-host with me.
Okay, with you.
Oh God, what are you doing?
Oh God, okay. I'm here. I've not gone far. Mr. Lance is my name again. And it's an honor to be on this seat.
All right.
Yes.
So we have a very controversial topic today. We'll be talking about...
Is it controversial?
It's controversial because a lot of persons...
Okay,
it's challenging.
Let's find out. Let's find out,
right?
Maybe it's
Okay, so we have a controversial... He says it's not controversial. So we have a challenging... Okay, you agree to challenging.
Okay, probably challenging.
Okay, fine. So we have a controversial and challenging...
Or challenging.
Or challenging.
Yes, challenging.
All right, so we have a controversial or challenging topic today. We'll be talking about body tattooing. We'll be talking about depigmentation of skin. We'll be talking about body enhancement. All of these things. Talking about its effects, its advantages, its disadvantages, why people do it, why people even subscribe to doing these things to their bodies. We'll listen to all of that today. We have Dr. Henry Iwunze. He is a sonologist, a doctor. And I know he is going to tackle these questions and this topic with everything he has in him. Don't worry, you ain't seen him coming yet. And then, we have Joy Samuel, very pretty lady. You can see that with her smile.
Yes.
Aha!
I know her.
You see? No, thank you for coming on this podcast.
Jesus. Okay.
All right. So let's just dive into it. So now I've talked about the topic, yeah? That's the tattoo thing, the body enhancement thing. Let's start with the pigmentation of skin. Why do people subscribe to, in quotes, quote and unquote, bleaching cream? Some persons call it toning cream. Some persons call it bleach. I don't even know the difference now. There are some, they say, oh, no, if I put this, it will tone my skin a little bit. Some persons want to look all white. They want to move from black to white. I don't know what their intention is. But then, not to body shame anybody, please. But then, I'm just asking, why do people even want to change? Why do they want to alter these things?
I feel generally people want to be relevant in the society, you know. Some people are insecure. Some people feel their skin type is not beautiful enough. Maybe the way God created them. I'm a God person.
Okay.
But then, looking at the world generally, I mean, I feel if you want to look good and you feel your dark skin color doesn't give it to you, if there is a change, then make a change. Why not tone a little? It's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's not bad.
Okay.
But for some people, they feel like you walk into an office and you have a job you're going for. Some managers feel like, I want a fair lady and I'm dark. And this is a job that could pay me well. Man, in this economy.
You will tone
To
get the job.
I will turn.
So
Sister will bleach.
what if after 2 years they now say
You
you want a dark
They want
skin
a dark
person
skin
now?
person.
They want a dark skin person.
You will detone.
How do you go back? Because I think it's easier to go back. It's easier to be fair than to go back to being
You
dark.
can't even on tone.
You can't untone
Moment
exactly.
Is it on tone? I thought it's the tone.
But I feel like
Whether that
at the
tone
moment
or
I've gotten the job. That's
Well,
the basics.
Okay.
That's for
At the moment I've gotten what I want.
okay.
If I want a contract and I want to get into your office, and sometimes I feel like there are things you like, and let's not also forget that there are these oga that love ladies already, and they might have their spec, and I feel this is your spec. I want a contract. I should go get the contract.
Okay.
I don't think about what is going to happen to me. 2 years time or 3 years time. Already, if it's 100 million, already have it.
We're coming back to the same question again. Why are you altering your skin for a temporal purpose? Can we hear you, sir?
Okay, now see, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
Growing up, we used to act drama. And if a fair person is going to act the devil, they'll paint you black.
Okay.
Growing up, anything that is negative is painted black.
Yeah.
So we have been brainwashed to think that anything that is black is negative.
Yes.
So to an African woman, coming to where the instance you just gave, all right?
Yeah.
You are not comfortable in your own skin
Exactly.
because of what the society has given you as a lesson. It's on the billboards everywhere. It's imprinted in books that the devil is black.
Exactly.
So we are more related to the devil than we
Yeah.
are. Right? You understand?
Who wants to be related?
So, but now these skin toners, they sell more to we Africans. You can't get a skin toner outside this country. I stand to be corrected, because they are fair, they are white. You cannot skin tone to be black.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So invariably, they are selling us the idea, and we are buying it. Do you understand? So they produce and ship to us. So because they have brainwashed us, they want us to now practically change ourselves. That's why these things are in the shelf. So the primary problem is our brain. The inferiority complex that comes with what we've known or what we have accepted. You understand?
Yes.
Now, I met a young girl, beautiful, very darker than I am.
Okay.
The very first time I met this girl, I met her in church. After church, she was just standing on her own, one corner, talking to nobody, not just pressing her phone. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Keenly, I'm a very observant person. I was just watching her. The first point of attraction was her skin. So somehow I became her friend. Anytime you see this girl, she's always bent, like her face is always down. So we got talking. I realized that she is not comfortable with her own skin. But the only reason why she never bleached or she never toned them is because she never get money.
Oh.
When I mean she never get money, she's still a young girl.
Yeah,
do you understand?
she doesn't have
if
the
money
money
enters
to-
her pocket, she goes on.
She's going to do that.
Do you understand? She's not proud of the fact that she is a dark-skinned woman. So tomorrow, she will tone her body. She will tone her skin to be accepted by the society.
But I feel this comes from the family too.
No. Before we go
Family.
there, how this is a social pressure? Do you think it's more of a social pressure than a personal desire?
It's more of a social pressure than a personal desire.
So what
But
about
I
you?
feel it's more of mixed.
How?
Both of them in 100.
How can it be?
Now, growing up, I have this younger sister. I'm dark. She's fair. But when they gave birth to us, my mom's siblings, my uncles and my auntie, when they come, maybe because I'm the older one,
Okay.
and she's the younger one, they come and carry her. They take her out. When you're going out, they're taking her. She's fair, and I'm dark. I took my mom's parts. She took my dad's parts. So, shopping, they're taking her. Clothes, they're buying for her. So, in my sight, as a child, what are you trying to do? There is this imprint you are creating that, I'm not beautiful as a dark lady.
But I think that's because of your mind.
The first mental distortion
Yes.
came from your parents.
From your parents, exactly.
Not you.
Not you.
They did not tell you. They acted it out. And now, as Bekele talk, action speaks louder than voice. So now, you have they did not tell you that you're not beautiful. But because of what they were doing, in quotes, you have now said, I'm not beautiful.
Now, if I have an opportunity to get fair like her,
You will take it.
I will take it.
So,
Why? Because
so now
of
you don't have an
those
opportunity.
actions.
Well, maybe because it didn't get to me as bad as I would.
No, it actually got to you, but I think adulting has done a lot of things to you. You've grown. There are a lot of things you're not exposed to some kind of information that would now make you say, "Oh, I don't think that's what I should
Because
do."
it got to me. I felt bad.
But now there are some persons who are probably not exposed to what you might be exposed to now, that would make you make such decision not to tone your skin or bleach up or anything. Now those persons, when they do these things, how do you help them? Because for you now, you're exposed. There's something that is making you say, okay, let's take a lady who is not married. Okay, a lady who is not married would always think that even till now you're married. I can see now your husband loves you like that. He even saw you like this before he got married to you. Abi?
Funny enough, he was the one that made me realize you are more beautiful than your sister.
Exactly.
To date.
Now he said that
Over
to you probably.
women. I, Harry Wunze, would date black woman.
Probably black skin, please.
Me, hey, Yaga. Yeah, no,
having a dark skin.
No,
dark skin
but
women
the thing is,
are better.
understanding that there is more in you than the looks.
Yes.
Okay.
So he made me understand that, hey, you were beautiful.
Okay.
Beauty, it's not the looks.
It's beyond
Beauty
the looks.
comes from the inside. And then from the inside, it radiates. And so your skin pumps.
That's good.
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter if you could be fair and not be beautiful.
Yes.
So how do we get people to self-accept, like self-acceptance? How do we get people to accept themselves for who they are, their skin?
First of all, you have to find out where the problem is. I found out mine. That okay, because they chose my sister or took her out or bought things for her more than me, so okay, that's why I'm not beautiful. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm not beautiful.
Okay.
But if they find out, okay, if they sit down and they realize, okay, who did this?
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What's the root of this? I used to be happy like this. Okay, could you imagine that it got so bad that I came back home and I told my younger brother, I will stop laughing.
Why?
Because I laugh a lot. Like I feel like I smile a lot. I was so pained inside. I'm not going to smile at anybody again. Well, my sister was always mean. And I felt being mean was what brought her out. The beauty, pumped her skin, and made her look like, oh, she's so beautiful. My sister don't tolerate nonsense. My sister walks in here and she talks to you anyhow and then she goes. But I walk in here, I feel like, okay, everybody's human being and I should relate. Do you understand? So I told my brother, I won't laugh, I won't smile at anybody. He said, do you know what he told me? My younger brother said, the day you stop laughing, that day you've killed my joy.
Oh, okay. That's a good brother there.
He was happy that I was happy, that I could smile in the house. So now, if you understand the root cause of your insecurity or the root cause of you wanting to bleach or wanting to tone, you go back to it
And treat it.
and start treating it.
Yeah.
I started telling my aunties, I am more beautiful. You are taking her out. I'm going with you. She's going with you. I'm not going. We're not going. Nobody's going. You're much older than she is. So you fight it. Why fighting yourself? It's not an easy one. Mm-hmm. And before you know it, somehow God has this thing about bringing in somebody that could help you. Pamper you and then make you realize that what you were fighting for is good.
Okay. So, but I want to go back to the medical field. We have a doctor here.
Exactly.
Let's not talk more of psychology.
Psychology.
Let's go back to the medical field. So, Doc, I want you to tell me now, is there any short-term or long-term benefits of bleaching skin? What are the benefits? Because I want to believe that for people to go into this, they must have weighed their options and they must see a benefit in it, because you don't want to jump into something that you're not going to benefit from. What do you think are the benefits of bleaching and toning the skin?
Okay. Permit me before I answer that.
Okay.
There's something I want to say from what my sister said. When she was saying something like, when you discover the problem, you fight it. I want to say that being dark or fair is not a problem. You understand? First and foremost, if you discover that you are made in God's image.
Yeah.
Whichever way you come out, is God's perfect plan for you.
Exactly.
If I have siblings and they are taller,
That's
they
how
are my
God
siblings.
made you.
God made them tall so that where my hand no go reach,
They will help you.
They will help you. Yeah, no.
God made
Everybody is
my
important.
hands so that where their hand no go reach, I will bring out for them.
First,
You understand? We all have our
Yeah.
functions. You
Yes.
understand? So it's not a problem. Do you understand? The society has made it that way. We can't help it. So we'll have to work on ourselves. Now, back to your question, sir. Sincerely speaking, I don't think there are benefits to toning your skin. Rather, there are disadvantages to it. One of which is destruction of your skin. Do you understand? The surface of your skin, it thins it.
Okay.
One of the things that we have challenges with when it has to do with people that tone their skin is during surgery. They suffer pass. When you are in surgery and you have to be stitched up, it's difficult to grab and pick.
Yeah. Okay.
The skin is lighter and breaks during those processes. So there is a disadvantage to it. Aside the fact that, in quotes, not medically speaking now, it makes you look more attractive. Like I said, the society has given us this thing that there's this celebrity, I can't remember her name. I wish I actually sought for it before now. She's a very dark girl, very, very dark girl from one African country. She's a model now. And she's celebrated all over the world. Someone picked her just because of her skin color and blew her up. I'm sure you know the person I'm talking about. I don't know her name. Do you understand? But if you look at the history behind that lady, she was always shying away. She was always hiding because of her skin color until someone spotted her. Do you understand? So there is nothing that pigmentation has an advantage medically.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Okay.
It destroys your skin. It thins the skin. Do you understand? And during surgery, they are the ones that have problems. Both with healing.
Okay.
Yes, both with healing. The healing process is usually very lengthy.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's difficult for them to heal on their own because of that pigmentation. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The white blood cells and everything that are supposed to pump up are destroyed by that pigmentation. Do you understand? So it has so much of disadvantage and advantages at all.
Okay, there's something I actually want to say. Now, it's not just about the benefits now, or rather, it's about the benefits too. There are some persons that, let's say, probably because of sunburn or some other things, your face can be darker than your body. And you have these creams, you have these face creams, face toners, face this, face that. There are a lot of them now that people use to, they don't want to bleach. That's not their intention. But they intend to at least make their skin match, like those little quantities they use on that part too. Does it in any way affect them?
No.
Does it have a long-term
No, it
effect?
doesn't. Now, most of this cream, soap, and all that, they just like you have a milligram. When you want to get some drug, they say this is 20 milligrams, this is 500 milligrams. You know that for a child, you can't give 500 milligrams. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that means the pigmentations that are in these creams and soap have its dosage as a milligram, as it were. Do you understand? When you know what you want, when you know what you want to achieve, you should go for that particular level of pigmentation. Once you cross it, you are entering another level. And you know one thing this thing does is, once you use it and you look at the mirror, you like what you see.
You like what you
and
see.
you feel, if I add a little more, I will get better. You understand?
Yeah.
You add a little more, you're not looking like baby water. You understand? And like that. And funny enough, someone will like, wow, you're looking good and all that.
Yeah.
You go add another one. You understand? It keeps going. It keeps going. Before you know it, you're out there. Somebody saw me, I think it was yesterday. I went for an outing. The person I never used to keep beards. I don't tire for Baba. You understand? I never used to keep beards, but I was always shaving every 2 days.
Yeah.
You look good like this.
Thank you. So I had. You knew me when I never used to keep beards now. So I just said, let me just try it. I think one of the days I was supposed to go shave.
Okay.
All right, and the barber was not around. The guy that usually cuts my hair, he wasn't around. So I went to church like that. So most of my friends are like, you have white hairs, it's beautiful. Why don't you leave it? Why don't you leave it? That was the first day I started leaving it. Do you understand? I started leaving it. So this woman saw me yesterday. Woman, she knows me very well. She saw me yesterday when I came to say hi to her. So look at me like this. Like, do I know this video? Do I know this? It now dawned on her that I was the one. You understand?
Oh.
So you see, the same thing with pigmentation.
Yeah.
You would change. Because people used to know you as a dark
person.
Then all of a sudden you are now fair, like, now you have been over you. Do you understand that kind of a thing? You will change. It will change your appearance. It will change people's perception of you as well.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
That's just it.
Okay, there's something else. There's something I saw on the internet. I think, and I think people have that. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to describe it, but I know they call it is it vitiligo or something?
Vitiligo, yeah.
Vitiligo. And one, I think there's one albinism.
Albinism, yeah.
Please, what causes those things? Does it just come out of their bodies, or how is it even treatable? Is it?
Yes, funny enough, recently I saw I think it was whether it was a talk or something on vitiligo having a cure.
Okay.
But it's not too open now or something like that. But it's a skin pigmentation error.
Okay.
Now, melanin is what is responsible for our dark skin. People that have this albino stuff lack melanin.
Okay.
Do you understand? But vitiligo is different because it is like patches. Do you understand?
Yes, because sometimes you see it on the hand only.
Sometimes on the hands,
sometimes on the lip. Yeah, it divides
just
there.
patches. Do you understand? But the stuff I saw is not a medical. It doesn't have to do with tablets. I think it's alternative medicine solution. Do you understand? So I didn't really.
Sound too good. Doesn't sound too good.
Yeah, I didn't really pay so much attention to it because it wasn't like drugs. You can get over the counter and all this stuff. But from what I heard, it works.
Okay.
Do you understand? So, but those ones are not. It's not their fault. They didn't cause or do anything about it. There are some kids from birth they have it.
I've seen two people that way with vitiligo.
From vitiligo.
But actually, it looks good.
I feel like that thing can have.
It looks good.
It looks good because you don't have it.
When it's properly patterned.
Okay, yes.
You understand?
Yes.
There are some that are very. I know of a woman who has vitiligo. Her own is not properly patterned. You see here, you see here, you see here, you see here.
Yeah.
This ear is this one here is. You understand?
Yeah.
So usually, what she now does is she uses foundation. That's what they call it, right?
Yes.
To cover everything to her neck.
But that can actually have some psychological.
Of course it does. Of course it does. Of course it does.
So now, if you have that psychological imbalance already, because you're already feeling like, oh, I'm out of place, I don't look like my mates, I don't look like that, and you now want to probably do something to your skin to probably help you, is that?
Funny enough, there is nothing that. Okay, there is. Oh God, I wish I had the names. There's this lady online, I can't remember her name. She had an accident and she got amputated. She has one leg. And she is doing very well for herself. As a matter of fact, before that amputation happened, she wasn't known. But she spoke to herself, encouraged herself that she could do. There's this other minister of the gospel without hands and legs. All you need to do is accept who you are.
Self-acceptance.
Nicholas, right?
Okay.
Accept who you are.
Mm-hmm.
This is, and pride yourself in it. There are ministries that have been bettered out of mishaps.
True.
Because I had an accident, Carlo Wankwo has a heart foundation because he had a heart issue. He had a heart surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And he came out and he decided to advocate for people who had such conditions. And he has a foundation and he's doing well. So if you accept yourself and decide to build something around what you call a limitation and what other people call limitation, you see you are everywhere.
Yeah.
People begin to accept that thing about you. People even begin to accept themselves. because of what you have done.
Yeah,
Do you
that
understand?
serves as a way of encouraging
Yeah.
people that
Encouraging
have
people.
the same.
So
the same.
let's come back.
Okay.
Let's come back.
Okay.
It's not a motivational section.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
So
It's not.
now I want to talk about tattoos as well.
Okay.
These disadvantages you mentioned doesn't imply to those that do tattoos.
Yes, the disadvantages of tattoo actually outweighs.
It's
Will I say
advantages.
outweighs. It has its own disadvantages.
Okay.
Why? Because one of the
You said
disadvantages.
something about the skin being
Yes.
so light when it has to do
Now,
with surgery. and
that's
all
for
that.
pigmentation.
So what of
That's a
tattoos?
general skin lightening.
Okay.
But in tattoo, it is localized. It's a section.
It's a section.
There are some people that just do
Here.
butterfly,
Yeah.
that just do
Very
lizard.
tiny things.
That particular part of the body, that's where it affects.
Does it really affect it?
And
It
that's
doesn't.
what
It
I'm
doesn't
asking.
really affect that particular. People do tattoo for different reasons. Let's start. Let's look at that.
Yes.
People do tattoo for different reasons.
Okay.
All right. I'm a Christian. I'm a guy. You know what I mean? And I'm a believer. So now let me look at it from these three angles.
Okay.
People do tattoo for different reasons. Funny enough, yesterday I was talking to a couple of persons, and they said if a guy does a tattoo, do you understand? And maybe I'm a lady and I discover you have a tattoo, can I still marry you? And I don't like tattoo, and I say tattoo is surface for crying out loud. It's inside that you're looking at.
Inside.
No
That's
be
the
skin
beauty.
you dey marry. Do you
Because
understand?
some persons actually do this tattoo because, I have the death of a loved one. I lost somebody. Do you get? Probably I lost my dad. God forbid. I lost my dad. And I just want to put him there, and it helps me remember daddy and all of that. I've seen some persons who have tattoos of people they've
it's
lost.
lost
Yes.
You get? It's just what they feel. But my
Okay,
own is
so
Tattoo is beauty.
Miss Joy, I want to find out.
love.
You're married. Okay.
Yeah.
If your husband comes back one day and he pulls his shirt and you see a drawing on his body,
Okay.
how will you react to it?
Basically, I don't think I'll react. I don't know, because I feel like from the Christian angle,
Mhm.
because I know the God factor, and I know the part where the Bible is so against it.
Okay.
So I would.
the Bible is so
Is
against
the Bible
it.
against
The Bible is not really against
It's
tattoo.
not really. I know. Yes, it's a little bit in Leviticus, but I can't.
Leviticus,
Yeah.
I think he was talking about not making marks on your body to attract him, being God.
Okay.
Do you understand? If you remember the story in the Bible where it was Elisha, it was Elisha or Elijah now, they were trying to call down fire and everything, and the prophets of Baal were making marks to, attract their own God. Now, that is the reason why God made that statement that you should not make marks to attract me because I am God. Do you understand?
But I was thinking that the New Testament,
Okay.
Okay.
there's a place with tattoo was written.
I think we'll check it up probably
We need
before
to
the
check it
end
up.
of it.
Please, we need to check it up,
You
yes.
understand?
Because-
we need to understand that, because I think from the religion aspect, from what I've known
Okay.
for a while now, I've known that it's a no-no for a Christian. Now, if I get home and I see my husband putting it on, I won't feel bad.
It depends.
No, coming from the place, she said that
Because-
tattoo. No, she said tattoo is on the surface level. That's what she.
I-
That was what prompted this question. Now.
Everything is
No.
on the surface level.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yes.
Like I said, beauty is from the inside.
Okay. Okay.
As long as the tattoo does not change who you are, how loving you have been, how caring you have been to me,
Okay.
who you are personally to me, to the world generally, I don't think I would leave
Okay.
you for anything.
So
But
as a
do you have
lawyer,
an
I mean,
issue?
I died
Do you
there.
have an issue with men that draw tattoos?
No.
Yeah, that solves the
there
problem.
are clauses to these things though, because let's say, I don't want to mention his name, but I know an artist who has tattoos all over his body. Now this one is not done in moderation.
This one-
If
this
your
one-
husband
this
comes
one
back
is-
looking like that,
This one is.
No,
This
that
one is.
different.
what makes it different?
Colossus tattooing.
Mm.
Nobody psychological.
Well, I just checked that the Bible didn't mention anything about
Anything
tattoo
about tattoo.
like that.
Yeah, I know
Yes.
that a little
In
of it
the
is
New
just Leviticus
Testament.
because of what
The
he
only thing the Bible just said is that your body is the temple of God in
Yes.
First Corinthians.
Mhm.
That's just said.
Okay.
That was
maybe,
just-
maybe they've always used that
Yes.
to lead us
Get
to
just
say,
say
okay, don't do
body
this.
is the
But
temple
then,
of God,
naturally,
and then
I don't like
do
that.
the things that are pleasing to God.
I don't like that.
Bible didn't mention whether it's tattoo pleasing to God or not. Just say
But
do
I'm not
things that are
against
pleasing
it.
to God. You're not
Okay,
against
I
it.
think we're at least we're trying to make people understand benefits, advantages, disadvantages of these things. Now, there are some women who tattoo their boyfriends' faces or a little of those things on their bodies. Now, let's say you're dating a guy and you
You're
tattoo
not married.
his.
Dating, not married.
People do it. These are life situations. People do it,
I
and
see
then
such on
you
social
see
media. I
it.
see on social
They will,
media.
Yes.
they will put.
Fucking up on social media. is
Thank you.
everywhere.
They'll put their boyfriends this thing. You see it on their wrist. Do you get?
Yes.
Now, if you break up with that guy, the process of removing it, please, what does it do to the skin?
Okay, now. Okay,
Because I think that's
saw,
where the disadvantage is.
I saw a man. He has his wife's face here on his bicep. All right. So they said before and after divorce.
Ooh,
All right.
wow.
So when in the after divorce part of it,
Yeah.
guess what he used to cover the wife's face? A monkey's face. A monkey's face, and a sad monkey's face at that. You understand? So now, sometimes because of the I don't have a tattoo parlor, so I might not really know the process.
Okay.
But I think the process of drawing tattoo is painful, right? The process of removing it is
more
also
Also
painful. Oh, it's more painful.
I feel it's more painful.
Okay. Now, let me go back a little bit. I know of someone who had an accident, all right? And there was a really bad scar.
Okay.
Now, he drew a tattoo of a lizard over that scar to hide
This
that scar.
Okay.
Now, the reason why he did that was he felt that scar was already affecting him, like affecting his mind, his psyche and all the stuff. So that tattoo, now when you see it, you're like, this is beautiful.
This is
That's the end
beautiful.
of it.
Yeah.
So people do tattoo
For several reasons.
for several reasons. Self-esteem is one of them. To hide a scar is one of another. Peer pressure is another. Do you understand? Peer pressure is another.
Why would someone even
with peer pressure?
Why would you even want
I don't
tattoo on
believe
your
in
body?
peer pressure, but
Why?
that is a topic for another day.
Oh, okay.
I don't believe pressure is what you give yourself. If you say that, okay, I want to be pressured because of this person,
Baba.
it's what you give yourself.
Bros, make I tell you something that happened to me. During our WAEC and NECO days, I think when we used to write, what was that one? GCE.
Yeah.
There was this lady. She collected her GCE result before I collected mine. The moment I heard her result, fever.
Whoa.
You just feel
Fever.
like you failed.
I felt that's pressure. That's
Pressure.
It's the pressure that you put on
Who tell you say
yourself.
that people
No, there's a
based on
difference.
what I heard.
Naturally.
It's the pressure you put on yourself.
That pressure came because he looked at somebody.
Naturally.
That's why it's fair.
She's my mate.
Do you understand?
Her result is good. What is mine going to be like? Supposing I don't make it. That's already pressure.
Pressure is because they are now considering, okay, what will people say? You have the same age. You get, these are the things they are thinking. If you're the kind of person that, I don't, like me, don't bother about this.
That's you.
That's why I have a problem with peer pressure. So all
that's
this
a natural phenomenon for humans.
For humans,
Do you understand?
exactly.
That's a normal way of self-motivation. If you don't score yourself with another, I'm not talking about envying someone. You score yourself with another.
Okay, yes.
Do you understand? It
It's a
motivates
different
you.
angle.
For growth.
It's a different
For
angle.
growth.
Okay, he's doing this. If he can do this, I can do this. You get?
Mhm.
And that's a different angle of peer pressure. The
Okay.
place they are coming from is, okay, he did this. Why can't I do this? You understand?
Okay.
He's drawn a tattoo. This guy has a tattoo. All my friends have a tattoo. I need to have a tattoo because everybody, that's where I'm coming from, peer pressure.
Okay.
You get? It's a different angle. But if you are doing well and you are motivating me to do well, we motivate ourselves as friends. I don't see it as
So in other words, what you're saying right now is more like the negative and the positive side of peer pressure.
Yes.
Some persons do.
Both of them it has negative and it has positive.
Some persons actually do things because yes, their friends did it. Now that's because
I'm the kind of
Coming
person that
from-
want to do something so people will say, okay, he did this thing. That's my kind of person.
that's you.
I want to
But
do
there-
if I
there-
do this
there
thing,
are lots-
so they'll follow me and do it.
Do you know that
That's
do you know that you actually worked on yourself, and that's why you have that mentality. There are a lot of persons who do things because other people are doing it. They don't even have anybody to tell them, oh, don't do this like this, or even show them how to. Some persons grew. Okay, let's imagine you're in a family where your father, mother has a tattoo. You might just see it as a normal thing. Do you get? Now, if you're telling someone like that tattoo is bad, person will be looking at you strange. Like, do you know what you're saying?
There's an issue. That tattoo, there's a myth. I don't know if it's myth about people that has tattoo not being able to transfuse blood.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that too.
That's the medical aspect.
That's looking at the medical aspect. No, it's not.
So if I have a tattoo, I can.
Now, okay, fine. Let me say this. When you have a tattoo, you are exposed to some certain things. You are exposed to things, blood infection. You're exposed to infection because just like when we're growing up, you hear that they get HIV through clipper and all those things. Do you understand? So that's where this thing of burning clipper came. You understand? Because it never used to be like that before.
Yeah.
You know, when we're going, it never used to be like that, but they started burning it and all this stuff. Now, it is the same instrument they use for different people. Like I said, I don't have a parlor, so I don't know the process. Do you understand? But I want to believe that instrument that they use for different people can be removed, sterilized, and all this stuff. But if it doesn't work like that, that means she can do a tattoo. Do you understand? After someone else has done a tattoo, and if that person is infected,
she gets affected. Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
And coming to the question you asked, can someone who did a tattoo, who has a tattoo, or who just did a tattoo, donate blood? Yes, you can, but there has to be a window period, a waiting window period.
Okay.
There has to be a waiting window period. For some, 6 months. Some 1 year.
Wow. They'll take your blood and keep it and watch.
No. Just like when you are exposed to HIV.
Okay.
Do you understand? When someone is exposed to HIV, you're supposed to run a test. Do you understand? Then the moment you are exposed, you feel you are exposed, that test might come out as negative. You're given a waiting period of about 6 months to redo that test.
Okay.
So that if it comes out as negative,
you're now okay.
Do you understand? So there is a waiting period for the person to have to be sure that you don't get any infection from waiting you do. Do you understand? Then apart from that also, there could be an irritation from the ink used. Do you understand? You know that let's go back to the bleaching cream.
Okay.
All right. There are different cream. Help me. I don't really bleach, but I know that there are different creams for different skins. Just like you have different foundations for different skins.
Colors,
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if I'm dark, I cannot use a toner that you will use.
Yes.
Because I'll need a stronger toner to at least get to your skin level. Do you understand?
Yes.
So if that's the case, their tinting abilities are different.
Okay.
And I was going through the streets of TikTok on social media recently, and I saw something that I got so pained about this bleaching, toning, and stuff. And it's a case where I'll call her Gen Z mother. It's a case where a Gen Z mother was toning a baby.
Did you say toning or tattoo?
There are a lot of toning. There are a lot of things. Those things are they're everywhere now. If you go to the market,
it's common.
It's everywhere now.
For babies.
Yes.
You've
not seen baby creams?
Yes, there are creams for babies that are bleaching creams.
You've not seen?
Right now.
Where are you? It's everywhere in the market.
I'm shocked.
I have someone
Wait,
I know.
you bleach a baby?
I am telling you, someone I know bought the cream. Not like she doesn't know. We told her, but this one. She said,
I want my child to be. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You know this thing we have, African mentality of if I give birth to my child and my child is not fair, my child is not beautiful
Jesus
enough.
Christ.
So some mothers actually, once their child probably gets to 2-3, when they can use some creams, they might pity the child. Maybe at 1 they won't try it, but from 2-3 they start to use those creams.
I have someone that does that, and the baby is actually very fair.
Yeah, it's outrageous, but then it happens.
Not being fair at the moment.
It's outrageous.
No, that's the one we have to say.
And when they get exposed to sunlight,
you get this person is a kid
they
for
have
crying out loud.
skin bonds.
The cells have not. Oh God.
They have skin bonds because their skin is not strong enough
It's not strong. Like,
for that pigmentation to have been done. There are disadvantages to doing that to a
it's
child.
just like tattooing a kid at
Do
2
you
years.
understand? Why would you be changing the skin of a child at
Is there this
1,
point you
2?
now have the psychological effect?
Wait.
You see?
No, I have a lawyer in the midst. Now I want to ask you a question. But I feel so pain.
You want to sue your mother?
If the child grows up,
Okay.
can the child sue the mother for
Why
such?
would you sue your mother?
Why would you sue the mother?
It's
People
Africa.
they sue their parents, say they born them as male, they're supposed to be female.
That's
Wait,
not
there's
Nigeria.
no
No.
legal-
That's not
wait,
Nigeria.
is there
We're
no
Nigeria.
legal-
We're talking
Is there
about
no legal
Nigeria.
implication
Do you
where
get-
the child will grow up tomorrow and sue the parents for such?
Why would you sue your parents for such? Your parents were in custody of you at that time. This is Nigeria. I don't think there's any law guiding the fact that if my mother rubs a cream on me and in fact, how would you even know?
Does anything to me, I mean,
How would you even know to start with?
Let them grow up. How would they
I
find
will-
out? But then
I
they
will
should
want to
grow up
tell you.
first. Now, I feel
You're really
pain now.
pained.
I feel pain now.
funny enough, now when that child maybe gets exposed, like doctor said,
Yeah.
and then there is an effect of that cream on the child,
Yeah.
There'll be
And
an
then the
effect. Not there'll
effect
be an
becomes massive for that child. Growing up, don't you think the psychology of that child changes?
If they tell the child the truth,
If they tell the child the truth,
I believe the child can sue her parents.
Because
why would you?
I know.
I think so.
That's saying the
I
parents
believe.
know what?
I believe it.
I
These
believe
are
so.
people you want to talk to
On
tell
what
them
grounds?
this is not your fault.
Number one, I was a minor, all right? And okay, let me go back also to history. There's this thing I saw online sometime. I think a child, I don't know how the story went, but the child was lying on the bed with the father, all right? And the child was crying, maybe she wanted attention or something. So the father used something that was just by the side to hit the child.
Okay.
And the child's hand, I think, ended up being amputated or something. If that child grows up and asks question about what happened to that hand, if that papa still there alive, he goes sue am.
What if he says it's a mistake? Because there's something called mistake under law.
There's something called mistake on the law.
Yeah.
At least it don't
That
go
one
court.
is a different case.
You don't
But
go.
You don't
the
go
bleaching
court.
on, is it a mistake? You did it once, you did it twice. You came and finish, you can't buy another
You
one.
can't buy another one.
No,
You want
actually,
to-
now
you
let's
want to
look
change.
at it from this angle. The mom did not do it because she wanted to hurt her child. Probably she doesn't even know better. You get? She did it from a place of, I want my child to look good.
They will know.
There are a lot of mothers, I don't want to say Lagos mothers, I would say it's that when you go to this
And
is
is
it just spa?
Yoruba?
They,
God, let me
you
not
see these
say.
nails I have on, there are little children that have it on.
Mm.
Let's not even digress. Let's not get to this. But
It's
if
not good,
mothers
but I'm
can
not
do
looking
that
at the skin.
to enhance in quotes
So-
See of it.
of their
So, doc,
children.
Okay.
now tell me, can this thing cause skin cancer?
Cancer, of course it can.
What
Now,
are we not talking about now?
smoking is liable to die.
Smokers are liable to die young.
It's on the packet of cigarette, right?
Yes.
But people still smoke. That's a disclaimer. If you can't sue them, they go say, Oga, you know, rich. Now, do you know this thing they call cotton bud?
Yeah.
Now, I've said cotton bud. What came into your mind?
Yeah.
But that's not what it's used for.
Yeah, I think a doctor has told me that you don't clean your ears. Yeah, you don't. Your ear cleans itself. That one I've heard that somewhere.
Now, most times when you open a basket for a woman that just gave birth, you open a basket, you must see cotton bud inside. And what they use it for is to clean the ear of the child and all the stuff. Eventually, if that thing enters inside his child's
problem,
ear
oh.
and gets stuck, then maybe over a period of time, that ear gets bad and maybe the child, grows and maybe the child goes to school and becomes a lawyer and gets to start asking questions and they say, "Na mama do am," and he picks that stuff and he says, "Mommy, did you not read?"
Now, there's actually something called intention. Even if you want to sue your mother, what was her intention?
To clean your ear.
To clean your ear.
Mommy, can't you read? Why did you said that thing? Why did you use this thing to clean my ears?
The truth is that a lot of persons, I guess, in Nigeria are misinformed. Not just misinformed, they don't even have the information at all.
Or they
They
choose
don't-
choose
not
not
to.
to because information is
Okay,
there.
let's
not
say
to.
you have an illiterate mom.
Well, if you have
An
that could be
illiterate mom
excusable.
will never.
Why would you
bleach.
excuse that over the
That could be
intention of?
excusable. Do you understand
For
why?
which
Because
part? For
maybe
which part? Is it
she
the
cannot read.
cotton bud?
Yes, for the cotton bud
Okay.
part.
But if I said
No,
for the
we're
bleaching,
relating it to the bleaching too.
no, an illiterate mom, our forefathers. they didn't bleach their
How I
children.
wish.
Because those things were not
They're not
there.
there.
How I
They
wish.
used
They had palm oil.
Shea butter till now, what does it do?
Shea butter till
Till
now.
now, what does it do?
There are better things now. It's just like then too. There was no ice cream. Now there's ice cream. Why do you take ice cream?
What does shea
I don't
butter
take
do?
ice cream.
That's your choice.
What does
Now.
shea
Why do you
butter
take
do?
ice cream?
It's your choice.
That's
What
your
does
choice.
shea butter do?
No, shea butter is cream. That's what I'm asking.
You see, we don't. As literate as I am now, I don't even know what shea butter does. Some persons say it's good for
this
Yes.
skin.
if I use it
and
for
all
my
that.
child's skin now.
I know they did palm kernel oil
Healthy.
and all of that.
Palm kernel.
Yes,
Yes,
the
palm
oil-
kernel oil.
Yes.
Coconut. It's for the skin.
For the
It's for
skin.
the skin.
To glow the skin.
To glow the skin.
To help the skin stay
They said
healthy
it's natural.
and all
Shea
that.
butter is also natural.
But our bleaching cream, are they natural?
Now, I
What's
They
the
are
difference?
not.
stand
Apparently,
to
there are
be corrected.
chemicals in it.
I stand to be corrected. If you read the bleaching cream, whatever it is they wrote there must be a disclaimer.
Yes.
There should be a disclaimer.
Those are they won't read it.
They won't read it.
An African parents
They
or
will
person
always
will
see,
not read
make
it.
your child beautiful, use this for 2 months, and you have a glowing child like the stars.
Just the same
They
way
go
you
buy
have
'em.
drugs. Drugs have side effects. There are always side
Disclaimers.
effects for different things too.
But
But
isn't
then
it for a
there is
child?
this
That's
there's
the
this thing they
problem.
said if you see it in a cream, don't buy it. High what?
I don't know.
Hydroquinone. What does it do, please? Me, I'm not a doctor.
Stay in your field. But
Okay,
That's what
well,
I'm learning.
I don't know what it does on the skin.
Mhm.
You understand? I'm not a dermatologist. But from the word hydroquinone,
Mhm.
I think it has to do with, it might have a way of reducing the water content of the skin.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Dehydrating the
Dehydrating
skin.
the skin. Okay.
Do you understand? And of course, if it's on the skin, or you know your skin, if you drink water, only water, like eat and drink enough water for 1 week, you will look amazing.
that's my
Yes.
secret.
You will look
Someone's asking me,
amazing.
what's your secret? I said, drink water,
Water.
and mind your business. I thought your secret is a joke. But that's
You
my
drink water.
secret.
So
Mind your
imagine
business
what
and
that
drink water.
hydroquinone will do to your skin.
Yeah.
It will sap. It will
Yes.
reduce. It will take away the water content
Okay.
of the skin and make your skin maybe start breaking and looking dry
Okay.
and all the stuff. Maybe that's why if they see it there, don't use it.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Malak, I don't want to digress, but I think there's a topic we've not talked about.
That's
Okay.
what I was actually
Yeah.
going
Okay,
to.
okay.
We've talked about the skin.
The skin,
We've
yeah.
talked, and now, this topic I'm going to face.
Okay.
She does ask
Because
me.
it's more with the women,
Yes,
yeah?
not the women.
Okay.
And it's body enhancement.
Oh.
The beauty part of it.
It's body enhancement. We've talked about the skin. We've talked about tattoos. But we've not talked about
Are you
body
talking about the
enhancement.
natural body enhancement?
No, that's facial.
You get natural
When you
one.
go to
Yes, now.
when you go to the
The
doctor,
exercise was.
no,
Called, no, I
Okay.
think we gave it a good name. It's called cosmetic surgery.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
You're going after the lady because she's beautiful. Facially.
The face that is called face cards.
You understand?
Mhm.
These days, even if person na babu,
She
get
get
bum.
yash.
she
get
get breasts.
Ah, God.
See men dey pursue her like say tomorrow no dey.
You see,
You
so men
understand?
are,
So
men
na
are
society.
societal.
Society has made it that way.
way.
Society has made it that way.
Why are you
That's
taking
good.
Why are you taking men out of this
Why you
equation?
taking men
You
I'm
see,
not
it has
taking
made it that
men.
way.
No, I'm not taking men.
You
out
should
of
do
the
it for a
conversation.
fellow woman.
Of course, she could.
Why would I do?
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I
She wants to pepper them. Now, a woman will see
possible.
a fellow woman that's looking.
Bang.
You'll
You
be like,
know?
wow. It's not just men now.
It's
Both
possible.
the male and the
No, but
female
the
are
idea
attracted.
is for the male.
Okay, so
But now
let
women
me
are attracted to Bumbo. Now, let's go there.
let me ask a
it's
question.
not just lesbian. A woman will see it and be like, oh, she has a good body. She has a banging body. I wish I had this. So most women do it to pepper their fellow gender. Most women do it for men. So it's not just men alone.
I think the ratio is 10 is to 1.
Statistics. Did you
Yes.
get the
It's
statistics?
10 is to, no, it's my own statistics. 10 is to 1.
Women to women. No.
Woman to woman.
I feel like
Why would I
it's
even?
for the men. I mean, why would I want to?
Meet a
It's the
woman.
same way a man will buy car and
Meet
say
a woman
he's using
and
it.
do
He
this.
wants to get a lady. He wants to get the attraction of a lady.
These cars get women.
Hey,
Jesus.
you don't know. I'm telling you.
Lecture me.
How did we even get there?
Yeah.
How did
So
we
if I
get there?
buy like 5 cars now,
You
get
know,
on
we
average
watch
I'm
our
getting.
role models.
Do you know how many persons will come after you?
We have role models. We have this actress. In fact, the entertainment industry has killed us.
Wait.
No,
Thank you. They won't do advert for matches. they carry person we wear bra and pant put inside. What is the relationship between Matchbox and the woman that has? Do you understand what I mean?
Because that's what catches people's attention.
Because
now.
that's what catches people's attention. And now we not get bum and breast. We see all those things and we feel we are less than them. That's where the enhancement comes in.
Yes.
So you say something about the media now and this advert now. Let's go. So what is the side effects of how the media portrays this body enhancement, the skin, whatever? How does it portray them when it comes to the younger ones?
So when it comes to the actresses, like our actresses, now I might love a particular actress and I'm seeing how curvy she is. I have a friend that loves what's this girl's name? Nicki Minaj. Right? She loves this lady so well.
Pink Barbie.
She buys pink hairs. She wears pink things.
How old is she?
She should be 30 now.
Wow.
I mean that my
she
friend,
may not have a problem.
But
it's just her choice.
She's doing that.
Yes.
She not married.
No.
Okay.
So recently,
she doesn't have a problem.
I checked her out and I wanted to see if maybe she has left it. No, but Auntie is so into it. She loves making it.
She's obsessed.
She's
obsessed.
Why don't I like? It's not like I don't like her, but I'm not
Have you ever asked her why she likes Mickey?
Nicki, because
Nicki Minaj.
She's a goddess. She answers and says she's a goddess. She takes no shirts. She wears pink.
Now, children, whilst growing up, as a child,
she's a dog.
It depends on how you grew. Now, there are some children who, from start, their parents will paint their room pink, buy pink dolls, everything about them, pink school bags, pink shoes,
girls,
pink everything, girls. That's how we grow. Now, I don't even think that a 30-year-old who still loves pink has a problem.
Okay. You don't think she has a problem?
I don't think she has a problem.
I don't think she has a problem too either.
No.
I think she has a problem.
She may not have a problem. But if she idolizes someone to the extent to live the person's life at age 30.
That's where the problem is.
That's not where the problem is.
No. Some persons just like the pink thing.
See,
that's
our models.
At what age?
Whatever age you start idolizing someone.
Do you know how much I loved Van Damme?
Now, do you go to the gym?
I don't tire. I know they go gym.
So
I love Van Damme so much.
Some persons have
when it comes to male idolizing someone, they don't do it like the women. We are so into this thing. Like when we love you.
But there should be an age limitation to this.
Let me ask you something. Is body enhancement a sign of vanity or a sign of self-care? Now, bear this in mind. I was having a conversation backstage. I think that was with you, and she mentioned that she has a friend, or she had a friend, who had, I think her butts were not properly shaped. Now, this happened from birth. Do you understand? It wasn't her choice. She didn't choose that for herself. And that affected a lot of things for her. Now, if she goes to get an enhancement or probably does something to herself, she's not even doing it for the curvy, I'm trying to imitate this person. Is that vanity? She's that's, I don't know. Could that be self-care?
Okay, there are reasons why we have plastic surgeons.
Okay.
All right. Now, in the medical field, plastic surgeons are supposed to enhance our looks. Do you understand? And when there are traumas that disfigures, plastic surgeons are supposed to make you look better. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So this lady in question, from what you just told us, has, I wouldn't want to use the word disability because I don't know how bad it was or how bad it is right now. Mm-hmm. So she goes for an enhancement to look better.
To correct.
Thank you. To correct. Mm-hmm. That is not vanity. That's self-care.
Okay.
That's self-care. Mm-hmm. Reverend Ogueli said something sometime. He said, if you are a man and you like your wife's breast standing, and after 2, 3, 4 children is no longer standing, please take her and go and do an enhancement. Do you understand? Now, the reason why he said that, the other part of the reason why he said that is so that you know what they look outside.
Yes.
That's self-care.
Okay.
Now, someone who is single, who is not married, goes to do bum enhancement, breast enhancement. That is vanity.
Okay, sorry. Now, let me bring out another question from what you just said. You said they said you can go and do body enhancement if maybe he wants it like that. But then you also said that these things have disadvantages. So whether you're doing it for self-care or you're doing it for vanity purpose, that disadvantage is there.
Okay, now the enhancement. Let's look at the word enhancement. If there are people who have very big tummies, all right? Their stomach is large. That's why they eat a lot, and they probably have protruded tummies.
Yeah.
If you go for a surgery, they will reduce the size of your stomach.
Okay.
So that you will not eat so much to get to that point. That's self-care. That is, they are reducing, they are not adding. For the bum, they are putting silicone. They are adding to it. Do you understand? Now, those ones that have their enhancements done because something was added, that's where the disadvantage is.
Okay.
But those ones that something was reduced from their natural self, like skin, do you understand? There is no disadvantage to it.
But I had someone that died from liposuction.
That had died from
liposuction.
Liposuction, is it not adding? Is it removing?
No,
she's so fat.
I don't know.
It's actually taking out. I know of someone that died just because they went for lipoma removal. Do you understand? I know of someone who has died as a result of just appendectomy. Do you understand?
Yes.
These things, let me not use the word village people.
Things can actually go bad.
Things happen.
Things can actually go bad.
When I did my appendectomy, when I had my appendix removed,
okay.
They almost lost me on the table on the couch. How blood entered my lungs, nobody could explain. Yes, just something as small as that. Nobody could explain.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I've not stopped being grateful to God for that delivery. But there are people who are not fortunate enough.
Yes.
Anything can happen. Why would a surgery be done and a doctor that is as smart as going into the theater to go and open you up and get something else will now forget scissors inside? Village people. Or will now forget one towel inside. Do you understand? So things happen. This guy is looking at me. Things happen. Do you understand? Things happen. Do you get? So it's not the size of the surgery that is being done. Somebody can just die just because he took the wrong drug that the other person has taken and is doing well. Anything can happen.
So, Miss Joy, not since like you've forgotten, but I've not forgotten you.
No, how?
I'm not.
It's not possible.
So this stuff that has to do with body enhancement when it comes to women, what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages? Let's not go medical now.
Okay, let's not go medical.
Yes.
Okay, the advantage. Okay, one of it is propping up yourself.
You look good.
Yeah, it gives you some confidence. Like, oh, I look good.
Imagine we are all here and a lady with
And
that.
Nicki Minaj walks in.
Walks in. Mr. Links, you will look.
For 5 seconds.
Thank you.
Only 5
5
seconds.
5 seconds.
At least your head.
I feel shifts, they make you consider.
I will turn, of
The
course.
idea is for that head to turn. That 5 seconds turning.
Yeah.
You don't have
gotten the
You've gotten the attention.
And then
That's all.
Your mind is already working.
We've gotten the attention.
for how long?
Now, in a social event and I'm putting on a clothes and I'm very curvy. I've taken down the show now. Show down.
Shut down.
Finish
So it's just the confidence, yeah?
The confidence is also there.
Confidence and
attraction.
I have the attraction there.
Mhm.
I have the security there.
Okay.
Do you understand? Aside that, some of these things are done from an insecure mindset. Okay, this person looks like this, and I have to look this way, and this one and all that. Aside that,
What if some of them
But
are,
I-
what if
I-
some
I
of them are in business?
I also feel.
And the business they do requires that they look that way to make
I
money.
mean, why not?
You get nightlife. And of
Why
course, they
not?
have to.
No.
You know that some people say there's this saying that you just have one life to live
Yes.
and live it to the fullest.
So why would you do it knowing that there are
When you know,
disadvantages?
enhancing
Now-
yourself
now-
is no longer living it to the fullest. You're shortening the life.
But doctor,
That's what they
check
want.
out
That's
this.
what they
You know
want.
that this is life. You know,
Whether you
and
do it or not, you may
whether
die at 30 or you die at 40.
whether you are going to eat chicken or not, the truth is
One
you're
day
going
you
to
die.
die.
Thank you.
So if you have money to eat chicken, eat chicken.
You have money to do yash. Do
I've
yash.
gotten to a point where I don't condemn them anymore. I don't condemn anything at all.
That's the part
I
want
feel
to
like if you have 250 million to buy whatever you want to do it.
regardless of the
I
health
think
implications.
Let
they
all
no longer
things
do.
be done
I start to be
in
correct. I start to
moderation.
be corrected.
That
though.
is you in the
There
great
are-
parts.
There are
We can't take out God from this.
there are things you
Some
wear
people
now
don't
to
like
look
it.
that same way, right?
Mm,
Instead of going for
they are-
surgery.
They are hip pads.
Hip
Yes.
pads. You
I
understand?
think I had that
they
one.
make them appear the same way, right?
Hip pads. Now the
But
thing
that's
is,
fake life. You still
no,
put
no,
it out.
what if
you
you get
can
it?
fear.
You know this thing, theoretical. You know this thing how it works now. We go to a hotel and we're all girls and we pull out.
So now you accept that sometimes they do it because of themselves, not just because of men.
No.
Peer pressure.
No, let me tell you.
What she
Let me
said.
tell you a
Not
story.
said-
Let me tell you a story. Back
Okay.
then in school, because I'm not the wayward type, I've always been. But maybe now, somehow, but in school, I was this close churchy girl.
Straightforward.
Let me use the word church. I hope you understand what I mean by
Okay,
church.
Yeah.
I'm not the.
Street girl.
Well, so I have this friend that they go around clubbing.
Mhm.
So I came to her lodge, stayed, and then I heard them saying they were going to have a social gathering, going to have a social life, and we're traveling from Amsterdam to Enugu to do that. And believe me, because I was around them, I wanted to just mingle.
Yeah.
Not because it was going to be nice or something. I felt like I've been too churchy. I just wanted to. I'm almost out of school and I've not seen this thing. I just wanted to. So because the girl knows me, like she knows me from down, she told the other person not to let me go. Do you understand? Now all of us in that room, all what we were all talking about was the highlights of what the event was going to look like, how guys were. I'm not part of them. They are this other way and I'm like this. And I was just there looking at them. All I wanted to do was experience what they were saying and see what it looks like. The same with this body enhancement stuff. Now, another thing I understood in that gathering was they saying, you don't get bomb. This one bomb, big pass this one. We will give this one to this one, give this one to this one. So they were sharing the top guys, in quotes, them to, according to your breast and then your bum and the shape, according to the shape, sorry. Now, for me, I didn't have all they had then. So I knew.
That's straight.
So I knew that if they're going to share, they will share one or two chapters for me. But now, guys know innocent people. And they come for them.
Yeah.
Was that the reason why they say you should not go that time?
And the girl did not allow me to go.
They not like
They didn't allow me. And if you see the way they ran, I just told them, because I was a course rep during that time, I said, okay, let me get into school and just, tidy my lecturer's money and their handouts money and I'm going out of school, I see them on the bike, they were running, literally. And I was chasing them. Wait for me now, my bag is going, you cannot carry me along. When they came back, they told me why they didn't take me. So now, it's not for women. Believe it or not. It's not for women. We want to look
We'll
good.
take it to the court. It's for both. It's for both.
I think it's for both.
I think it's for both, actually.
I think it's for both.
I don't feel like
Women
I want
do.
to
How
prepare you.
women say things so? Make we show them. We dress to kill. Who are they killing? Both the men, both the female. We pepper them. You get pepper people in the event. Who are the event? Is it just men or the men and female?
No, the thing is, why you're thinking is for the women is because when you get to that event, it is only a woman that understands what you've done.
Most men, they know it.
Now.
They all know it.
Now.
Okay. I think we'll come back to this conversation. There's something I want to ask. How do you think faith shapes understanding of body image and self-expression?
Faith.
Our faith, our Christian
faith.
Christianity, Muslim
shapes our body image and
self-expression. How we?
Well, I don't think our faith has anything to do with our body.
Okay.
All right. Funny enough, I believe strongly that Christians, Muslim, pagans, whatever, can be curvy, can be fair, can be beautiful.
With tattoos, anything they want.
Are you talking about tattoos now?
Everything.
Anybody can do tattoo, regardless of the religion.
Just
I don't know if the Muslim allow it though. I don't know. Do you understand?
I think they draw on their skins.
If they do, fine.
The ladies do draw stuff.
I hope you know also that there are okay that thing they do.
Yes.
Oh, that's also tattoo, but I don't think it's a permanent.
It's temporal.
It's temporal.
They have temporary tattoos too.
Tattoos too, right? I know because I'm a believer that there is this thing that tattoo does on a person. Someone that has a tattoo, when you see them in the Christian circle, there is a way you look at them.
I think because of the society.
That's where my question is.
Because of the society. Because I've seen whites.
Okay.
Pastors
that have tattoo. Now see, that pastor that has a tattoo was not born a pastor. He was a man, a young man. He had a life. Mm-hmm. Probably he got arrested by God somehow. Do you understand?
And he was accepted.
I know of a pastor, do you understand, who one time was in jail, then came out, and he's not a this way pastor, he's a pastor, a straightforward person. So if he had gotten tattoos and everything while he was in jail before he was arrested by Christ, do you understand? It doesn't make him less of a Christian.
Yes.
So we should take that route too.
It doesn't make him less of a Christian. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. If for any reason I got a tattoo while I was in the world, do you understand? And I become a believer, and I don't want to go through that pain of removing. Do you understand? What you should look out is what is inside. Who I am now. Do you understand? Yes. But that being said also, if I go around, yes, I'm a pastor, I'm this, and I wear muzzle tops to expose my tattoo, they will look at me in different ways. They're like, you sure this guy a pastor?
I think it's because of the society.
I think
so now you see the society. So in other words,
society is playing the role.
If eating bread is going to cause your brother to sin, leave bread.
Cut it off.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I have a tattoo, all right,
yes,
and I know that if some unbelievers see my tattoo, they will not listen to me. I will cover myself so that they will not see that tattoo. Because of what the society has given. Do you understand? Because of what the society has given. If a tattooed person is going to look for a job and a non-tattooed person is going to look for a job, even if the tattooed guy is smarter and is more intelligent, they'll give the non-tattooed guy. Why? Because they believe that this tattooed guy, if you know straight, if you know good. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If it, you understand, do one kind of thing to the company.
So people get to judge you already by seeing that.
I think it's the environment we live in.
I get that.
It's the environment because you can't be in the US and be talking about this.
Funny enough, you can.
It depends on where you are.
If you are, well, when I say you can,
it's decreased. It's not as
yes,
much as
it's not
as
as
here.
much as it is here.
I think it's just because it's Nigeria. Because a lot of
Africa.
It's Africa.
You come,
basically.
you are in the
You know,
US.
we have our history. We have our rudiments. We have the things we are known for. Those people have their own rudiments. You can't imbibe theirs and come here and tell us to change our law because it's theirs.
Do you think our history accepted drawing on the skin?
They used to have tattoos back in the days.
Yes, they do.
They used to
I've
have
seen
tattoos
it.
back
So,
in the days.
yes, our
The
history.
thing is, before now, how did this tattoo thing start? The people that have done this tattoo, what they've portrayed already, is like the entertainment industry I was trying to say about the bots and all that. Our models, the people I call my models, the people I'm looking up to, what have they used these things to do? Okay, look at what they have done. Okay, look at how short the clothes they are wearing. Look at the men they are attracting. Look at the cars they are buying. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, I would want to get into that line and do this. Now, this tattoo thing, where is it coming? What's the origin? Do you understand? This one that have done it, what has he done?
Yeah.
So if a person, this thing that they say, if a child is bad, they target the mother. If a child is good, they target the father. So if the tattoo person, the originator, or someone that is bad does, I mean, you see an armed robber and he has tattoo. I mean, he's an armed robber. If you see another person, the morals in that tattoo stuff, or the morals in whatever that comes out of it, it doesn't tally.
This place, I don't want to go there. If you go there,
I think we should.
If you go there, we'll not finish this
about
conversation.
history. A little bit about history. I believe the Bible is the oldest history book, if you want to look at it like that. The tattoo is what the pagans do. The pagans tattoo themselves when people die. All right. How many of you have seen? I don't know if you've seen this Wakanda movie.
Yes.
The guy that has a lot of tattoo and said is the number of persons he has killed. That's the kind of thing they did then in one angle. Then we talked about the Princess of Baal. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. This, if you read that Leviticus part, you hear as when they tattoo, I paraphrasing now, as they do for the dead, like tattoo for the dead. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So now, that is where tattooing came from. But not this kind of tattoo we're doing now.
Thank you.
It's not this kind of tattoo we're doing now. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They don't tattoo to beautify. They don't tattoo to beautify. They tattoo for memories, for, like I said, for the dead. Mm-hmm. Then they tattoo because they wanted to, maybe they are doing it to get the attention of their gods. And it's not for everybody. Yes. It's usually for their priests. Do you understand? The priests of Baal, the ones that actually call the gods and everything. They are the ones that do it. Now, the part that we are now doing, which is this beautification, is different from what the Bible was talking about.
Okay.
Do you understand? It's far different from what the Bible was talking about. Do you understand? Now, this one we're doing now, like we've established, is done for different reasons. It's done for beautification, self-esteem, and all this stuff. Do you get? Yes. So I think this is where the history of tattooing came from. We only brought it forward and enhanced it.
Okay. So we're going to bring this to a wrap. It was a very wonderful conversation with all of you. So now, whether it's body enhancement, tattooing, depigmentation, I think everything should be done in moderation. Yeah. That's what the Bible says. And that is the basis. That's everything must be done in moderation. And so until next time, thank you so much, I guess. Thank you. We're grateful you came on set. And then thank you to my co-host too.
Because this means signing out.
All right. All right. So if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. It's not difficult. Subscribe. Click the subscribe button now. Take care. Bye.